AFC here. It's been a while since we've done a video, about 4 months. Being busy with working, and we got some construction going on in our big shop, so it's kept us away from the bench. Like to get back to it though, and try to at least get a couple out a month. We've done a lot of projects, and so we've got a lot of things to show you. This video, I want to talk about a simple reproduction. Now, you've seen us do some reproductions. We did a reproduction on the 63 Chevy 2 that's a pro touring car a friend of mine's got. We're getting ready to do another 63 Chevy 2 right now. We did a reproduction on the Fast and Furious Monte Carlo compared to what Hot Wheels has, and showed you how, you know, you can get closer to being what the real car is. You know, Hot Wheels can't do that. They're on production of millions, so we showed you that deal. The vehicle I'd like to talk about today is this one that's taken apart. This is a Datsun 620, first year for the 620. They have, Hot Wheels has put JDM Legends Peppo. Yeah. After the show on Motor Trend, JDM Legends, which these guys do crazy restorations on imports. I mean, just beautiful work. They're really good at what they do, and knowledgeable. So we have took this truck apart because one of the things we're going to do is we're going to paint the wheels. It comes with Steelies, which is perfect. You could try to source a deep dish wheel, but it's really not necessary. The Steelies are close enough. I'm going to show you what we did, how we painted them, and to make them look more as best you can to look like the real wheel. So we took this apart because you have to clean the axle when you paint these wheels. If you don't, the thing gets gummed up and it won't roll. No other way to do it. You can't clean the axle with it on the truck, so you have to disassemble. That's the hardest part of this deal, is doing the disassembly. But if most of you have been following us and been doing cars, you know how to disassemble, you know how to put them back together. So I don't have to get over that. But we're going to go over a couple things on this, on a simple replica of a Hot Wheel. Okay, like I said, we did the disassembly, and you know, here's the interior out of it. We've already done our famous shifter knob that we do on all of our vehicles. There's the window, there's the chassis. We've already put our tail lights in the chassis. One of the other things is right here. You can see it's got that spoiler. The spoiler's black. Also, these little turn signals need to be put in too. That's another thing. The first thing that you do is you get pictures. And we've got pictures of everything. A lot of this is just mask and paint, and being good at doing detailed stuff. Now let's get to the axles. I've already done the first coat, and on these wheels, and there's still a little cleanup to be done here, you know, but for the most part out here, you can see it's still a wheeling kind of deal. But you'll notice that Steely, I'm filling it with paint, so it looks more like the wheel that's on the truck. But this is a start. These came with a white wall on them, and all I did was paint out to the white wall. So that's the way it's done. You paint these wheels, wheel all the way down, axle up, paint the inside. Then when you get it painted, you pull this up and you hold them apart and you wipe the inside of the axle off. Side right here, that doesn't matter. What matters is out here where the wheel rolls on. You got to have You got to have that clean so she'll roll. And every time you paint, you have to clean the axle. You can't let it all build up. See, it's cleaned on that side, but it's still, there's a little bit in the middle here. See, I'm trying to show you. Yeah. See, it still spins. You know, it's all good. But we need to do another coat on our wheels because there's some spots in there and they're not looking real good. Another coat though will take that. It'll fill them holes in steely. It'll look more like the real thing. Okay, here we have our wheel painted. You can see. Looks pretty close to them pictures. We've wiped off our axle, and you know, you move it. You move the tires from side to side, tire wheel assembly from side to side, to the other end, and then I always leave mine in the center, like that, to dry. Because if you have any residue on the center, it doesn't matter. Out here on the ends, it does, because that's where the wheel spins. So that's the ones you want to. That's the ones you want to keep the cleanest. Is out here on the ends. Now, if by some chance you do have some kind of paint residue, you can use mineral spirits to get that off. You know, I like to use acetone, but you got to be careful with acetone because it eats everything. You can't get it on the plastic because it'll make it turn like a grayish, cloudy, really nasty. So mineral spirits is a whole lot more easier on that. So that's how you get your wheels all painted up and ready to go, and then you let them dry real good. Like I said, it took 2 coats for me to do this, but they turned out rather well. So we'll get on to the next thing. Okay, after a long night, and it has been a long night trying to thrash out a couple cars. I haven't even been in to change today. I just come out here and started working. We have our 620 finished, and give you a little look here. See how our wheels changed the look of them steelies to look like what our pictures look like. Front spoilers painted. If you look at the pictures of the real car, front spoilers, you know, painted. Our tail lights are in, and I tried putting the side exhaust on, and I just couldn't get it done. And with the rear exhaust coming out in it, I didn't feel like cutting that off, and so it looked kind of stupid. So I just didn't do it. You know, I mean, it's supposed to have mirrors up on the front of it too, and I'm not doing that. So, but I did put those mirrors in. If you look, oh yeah, they're silver. So did as much as we could. It's a neat little ride. You know, it's something any of you, if you can get the thing apart, to where you can paint your wheels and put your axles back in, and that way your axles are clean. Everything, see, everything rolls. It rolls real freely, you know, just like it did when it came out of the package. If you can do that, you know, here's a real easy reproduction you can do. If you've never done a reproduction, this could be your first. Nice and simple. JDM Legends, 620 Datsun, in the books.